controlling transmission. Ready.
Oh, folks. Hello, everybody. Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to Hollywood Toys, the only place where you can live the movies. I'm your host, Magic Mike, and welcome to my channel where I do travel and entertainment vlogs where I cover theme parks, comic and horror cons, movies, celebrities, action figures, video games, and more. And I also have some pretty cool action figure and movie merch as well. So be sure to subscribe to the channel as well as hit that notification bell so that you won't miss out on any future videos, lives, or new product releases. And now it is magic time, folks. Welcome to another editing live and weight loss update live and everything else live on this lovely Saturday, this lovely weekend. All right. Hello to everybody out there watching in Hollywood Toys TV land. Welcome, welcome. Always glad to have everyone here. All right. And I could see we have some people that have already shown up for today's party. Haha, I see you. And you over there too. Oh, yes, I do. That's right. Starting with my good friend Joey, who says, let's go. And Miss Tina Mama Bear, who also likes Joey and says, hi, Joey. And my co host, Mr. Lantern 1986. That's right. Make sure you subscribe to his channel for more crazy live streams and panels and videos and ultimate craziness. So he's helping me out here in the chat, giving a shout out to everybody who's also here, saying hello to Mike and Tina and Joey Numbers. It's Joey Numbers, y'all. Shout out to the chat and the boot. That's right. Like it up, folks. Show some supports, people. Connect to the channel, folks. Sub it up, folks. Subscribe to the channel, people. Yahoo! Connect. Boop. Uh-oh. Someone is backstage. Wonder who that could be. Nobody. Let's see who it is, y'all. Nobody. And we also have, it's Euron, Fukin Greyjoy, Henio. Henio to you, too. Mr. Lantern says, check backstage, y'all. Nope, nobody back there. Okay. Mr. Lantern says, I Discord, Mr. Lampy underscore 31259. Is that another channel coming our way? And he also says, check crown, crown. He is the number one crown. Crowning. Mr. 19, it's Euron says, where'd you go, y'all? And then don't leave. Uh-oh. That's right, y'all. Right. Got his crown back again. Yep. And also hitting me up with the $9 million super chat donation. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's party. Let's get the show on the road, dudes. All right. And Tina says, how are you feeling today? You know, I'm feeling incredible. I'm feeling incredible. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. And once again, it's Euron says, welcome back, Lantern. That's right. And she says, hi, Lantern, and hi, everyone. Hello, Mama. Hello, Hollywood Toys. Hello, it's Euron. Thank you. And our good friend Tokyo Lloyd, aka Tokes. Whoa, rad. Did not expect an electronic music dance party. Hey, you know, it was a last second decision, but I want to, you know, spice things up and even on the otherwise boring editing streams to add a little energy here and there wherever I can, keep things somewhat unpredictable maybe, and try and make these things as entertaining as possible. So I'm willing to do and try anything, you know, what the heck, right? Howdy, Tokes. Hey, Chad. Heck yeah, Mike! And Visions is here! Exhume Visions! Happy Easter Sunday! Same to you, my friend. All right. So, as I said before, today is gonna be more of a editing live stream as I got my files that I needed. So today is gonna go a little bit more smoothlier. That's right, that's a word. So I'm gonna get that started. Open up Vegas Pro so we can start dropping them files and dropping them hard. And okay, let's do it. Come on. Open, 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 open sesame. There it goes. Vegas Pro 23. Coming your way right now. Oh, yeah. Made a lot of progress today on my image and video editing. I just cannot wait to unleash all of the brand new goodness with brand new intros, videos, and shorts and vlogs. It's going to be ultimate madness coming our way to the channel, unlike anything that even I've ever seen. It's going to be off the wall, and I cannot wait to reveal the secrets. Oh, no, what am I doing? Oh, wait, maybe that's why. Let's see. Yep, there it is. All right. Yep. Happy early Easter, Tina. And the Carrie show is here. Everybody say happy birthday to Carrie because it's her birthday today. She claims to be turning 48, but I swear she doesn't look any older than 25. So happy birthday to Carrie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carrie. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Yeah. All right. Okay, get all this going and set and going. This is da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Whoops. I opened two windows. I hope I don't accidentally close out the one I already had set up. I probably will. But, nope, there it is. All right. So good to go there. There we go. Okay. Um, so starting back with Superman the movie. Um, we have two different files here, I know, so it kind of makes things a bit more difficult because I have one file that's the full movie in 4K, but it's in frickin' Spanish. I don't get it. So I was able to download a different lower quality version, and yay, it's in English. How about that? So I'm gonna have to be using two different versions of the same file, which is a kind of a pain. And Carrie says, thanks, everyone, and thanks for the song. My pleasure. All right. And everyone else's pleasure, of course. A lot of visions, says Lantern. So, what am I going to do first? The audio or the images? We'll do the images first. Why not? Load you up. There you go. Okay. And, oh, do my audio check as well. Over here. and see what we got going on. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. It's going to be one heck of a Saturday, one heck of a Sunday. We're all going to have ourselves a blessed day, and ourselves a blessed weekend, and ourselves a blessed live stream right now. So, live stream right now. Okay, I don't hear any pops. Is it good? Is it good? 1, 2, 3. Come with me. Good. Is it good? You and me. 1, 2, 3. On this Saturday. Good. Is it you and me? 2, 3. On this Saturday. Good. Is it you and me? It's bolted on. Oh, okay. So far so good. So yeah. Using my phone as another external monitor. Oh yeah, going super high tech, y'all. Oh, shut up. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, let's pick somewhere in there. Right about here, so you could hear this bull crap. Put it in draft full.
C'est pas grave.
Excusez-moi,
Oh,
Loïs.
salut Rex.
Oh, Loïs.
T'as vu quelque chose aujourd'hui?
Rien d'intéressant parfois. Loïs.
Oh, que je te présente.
Clark Kent. Oui, enchanté.
Au revoir.
Loïs. Vous voulez que je vous donne?
Like, what language is even is that?
Je trouve que c'est un gentil patron. Jimmy Olsen est fantastique.
Hé,
Quoi?
par ici. Avancez, avancez. Entrez là, dépêchez-vous, plus vite.
Clark,
Okay.
je crois qu'il vaut mieux qu'on
Non, je crois qu'il vaut mieux faire ça.
Oh crap! I hope I didn't play too much of that. I'm gonna get a copyright. No. Okay, so we don't need the audio for this one. We're just doing image captures with this version of the movie for now. It's Euron, says French. I thought that's what it sounded like. Thank you very much. Lancer says, crown me, please. Toke says, do you want it back or need it back? Mr. Lanson says, crown me, Tokes. And not until you answer my questions. Uh-oh. You have some questions to answer. Better start answering questions, boy. Crowning. All right. Okay. Do our usual start with adjusting the brightness and contrast. Tina says, I like the first one better. The first what? All right. All right, good. And this is the converted version, so now it's not as laggy on top of cleaning my hard drive to help speed things back up again as well. So yeah. Chad, stop. Euron says, I used to use Vegas Pro. I switched to DaVinci Resolve just to try it out. How is Vegas Pro treating you? Just the same. I've been using it for the past probably almost 20 years now. But I was forced to upgrade because I had Movie Studio version 18 or something like that from years ago. And I was fine using it, but it got to a point where I wasn't able to re-register it because it was so old. So I had to rebuy the latest version. But good thing, I guess, because with the older version, I couldn't edit in 4K if I wanted to. So it was one of those things where an upgrade was needed, but I wanted to wait a little bit more. But, you know, it is what it is. Carrie says, just finished my Blizzard, and the pizza was so good, and I got a free dessert pizza for my birthday, too. That's right, y'all. That is so cool. I'm so glad. Mama Bear says, Superman. That's right. Oh, rebuying sucks. Sorry you went through that. It's okay. I'm pretty sure, I'll be able to get another 10 or 15, 20 years use out of this before having to worry about that again, hopefully. Again, with the mystical, magical, physical sets that they just don't make anymore. Um, Carrie says she's gonna be doing a birthday stream later. All right, we definitely gotta tune into that and wish her more happy birthdays, y'alls. Yakov, you. You, I don't know if you stopped watching yesterday after a while because I asked you something and I didn't get an answer from you, so you're probably busy doing something. And he says, "Happy birthday, Carrie." Thanks, Yakov. Uh, dun. If I had the space. Oh yeah, sorry, I had family stuff. What did you want to know? I asked because I was talking about Superman and wanting to do, movie location videos at some point for the channel. And you living in Canada, I was wondering if you live near any movie locations, such as the Kent Farm that's in Canada. I think Calgary, Canada. There's locations from The Fly, Never Ending Story, The Butterfly Effect, just to name a few off the top of my head of movies that I like. So I was just wondering if you were near any movie locations or been to any of them. Carrie says it's been really good so far. But if I ever get rich enough one day and I'm able to buy a large enough house, it is a dream of mine to if I have extra rooms, extra garage space, whatever, to convert different rooms into replica sets from my favorite movies. So I'd like to, let's say, make my office space a replica of the Daily Planet office here. And then where the glass windows are, print posters of like up here and put and like make the wallpaper on the wall the interior of the Daily Planet, like it is here, so it almost looks and feels like you could be in the real office. Yak says there are huge movie industry hubs in Toronto and Vancouver, which are close to each coast. I'm smack dab in the middle, but the city I was born in, Winnipeg, Manitoula, has had a few films there. All right. As well as miniature versions for my, very Superman and Clark Kent figures as well. I'd like to recreate this in miniature scale to some degree. Dang it, did I? Oh. Off the top of my head, the Violent Night one with David Harbour that released a few years ago was filmed there. Awesome. Let's see. And looking it up, it seems parts of Cult and Curse of Chucky were filmed there. Wow, I did not know that. One of these years, I would like to visit Canada and check all the spots. Howdy, Yakov. Kick Yakov off the panel. No, Mr. Lantern, we don't kick off people here. Not in my stream. Sorry. Carrie says I'm going to go for now. Have a good stream. I'll check back later. Thanks for stopping in, Carrie. Kick him off the panel. No. That's a bad Lampy. No. What the? Yakov said, what the? No, he didn't. You did, silly boy. Yakov said, what the? You said it! Are you forgetful? Yakov says, looks like the newest Stephen King adaptation, The Long Walk, was also filmed partly in Winnipeg. Oh man, if I could rant on Stephen King. I do not like his writing style, and 99% of all the movies based off of Stephen King stories, I just. Ugh. There's only two Stephen King movies I like: The Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption. But all the other ones, just something about his storytelling that is just. It's just weird. I don't get it. Yakov says, seems like the industry is growing down there. All right. So more to come, I take it. Oh, and one of these days, I'm going to be making replicas of these Daily Planet employee shirts exclusively available through Hollywood Toys. Lantern says, this stream is lit without Yakov on the panel. There's no panel, Lantern! Yakov said, of course, he'd be the opposite, but that's okay. I love his writing style. It sucks me in big time. I never mind when he meanders. His endings are hit and miss for me as they are with most people. Just that one in particular, the one at that, where they're, at that plant where there was all the rats, and they were killing the rats by throwing in the machine, and there was that big giant bat creature, and it all went all underground, and it was just. I just don't like those type of movies where like everything about it is depressing and weird and creepy from beginning to end. Like the setting, the atmosphere, uh, the conditions, the story, like just those stories that have like no not hopeful message, or like, okay, things are bad, but eventually the heroes come out on top and prevail, or the villains get taken down, but it's just so bleak and weird and just. And I'm a fan of bad movies, movies that are so bad they're actually entertaining and funny, but those movies are just bad. So bad you couldn't pay me enough money to watch them again, kind of bad. So there's those. But yeah, but Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, two of the best. Along with who knows what others that I haven't thought of or didn't realize were Stephen King stories. Never. Um, yeah. Any more home like you? No, not really. No, not at all. Tina says, I will be right back soon, Mike. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate anybody stopping in for any amount of time. Thank you, Tina, for showing the love and support. All right. This is a good one. We'll capture that. There we go. Haha, ha true. Bless y'all. Thank you, Mr. Lantern. Oh, yeah. Oh, we can delete some of these folders that I have on my desktop to create more room as well. So we'll send those to my other hard drive real quick. Oh, okay, that's it. We did that already. And then to my documents on this computer. And that's done, so we can delete these now off the desktop. Oh, yeah. Well. And make sure I didn't name that the character intros, stills. Let's see what I have. CKs. Okay, good. Don't have any more. Looking good there, I think. What the heck happened here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Just checking. Okay. Um. Thanks, y'all. You're welcome, y'all. Burp. Excuse y'all. Excuse you, Mr. Lantern. What do you think you're doing? And again, growing up in Jersey and getting to go to New York and Manhattan all the time, I have no idea as a kid if I have at least passed this building not knowing or realizing it was the actual Daily Planet used in the movie. There are other places where I do have pictures of, so I know I was there because when my grandmother passed away back in the late 90s, me and my mom flew up to New York to bury her ashes with her husband up there. And once again, pout around town and have some photos that I definitely recognize from this movie. Yeah. And this is a real location cut to a soundstage. Movie magic. Just all those things that we take for granted and you can get just so lost in the story. Even with knowing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, that you could still lose yourself, suspend disbelief, and still enjoy the movie. Although, I guess one thing I also think we take for granted, and one thing I miss about being a kid, is remember back to when we were kids, and we didn't, we didn't have the cynical eyes that we develop as an adult, and as a kid, you don't know that a movie can necessarily suck. You don't know about continuity errors. You don't know about behind the scenes drama. It's just all looked at through rose-colored lenses, and it's just all awesome no matter what. Or even if we've seen or notice a movie mistake, our young little minds would refuse to believe it was a mistake and it was intentional or something. I don't know, but so that is one thing I miss about being a kid is not knowing how to be cynical and critical yet and nitpicking and whatever. But at the same time, that's the part of the joy and the fun part about watching movies over and over again is sometimes it's fun spotting things you never noticed after watching it thousands of times and little mistakes and plot holes and like, hang on a minute, did I see what I thought I saw? And especially with me editing these movies where a lot of times going through scenes and parts of the movie frame by frame and therefore not looking for anything and just happen to also notice stuff. So I've noticed a lot of stuff over the years from just the constant scanning through these movies for various projects and images and all the good stuff. So in the first movie, as far as I know it and remember it, Christopher Reeve doesn't have black hair, so they had to dye his hair. But it would cause problems, and he would have, allergic reactions to the dye, and he also had apalasia, however you pronounce it, where you develop, small bald spots on your head. So for Superman 2 on, they made wigs for him, and some of those wigs are in the Superman Museum in Metropolis, Illinois. Oh, let's see. Um, and only Christopher Reeve can make this otherwise cheesy Superman suit work. You don't question it for a second. It doesn't look silly or cheesy. Yet, you almost couldn't do that in a superhero movie today. Everything's all leather and rubber and plastic. No superhero costume anymore seems to be made out of actual cloth or spandex or anything like that. But kudos to any designer of any kind, set designers, costume designers, miniature builders, set builders, such creative geniuses and great skill sets across many facets for movies, for photography, for video games. Uh, all the way up to scientists and engineers that could build rockets that can send us to the moon and back. Okay. Mr. Lampy, are you going to be going live again tonight at around 9 Texas time? Look at how old those news cameras are. News cameras that didn't even run on tape yet, but also ran on reels. But again, 1978. No more phone booths. What are those? Yeah, any kid born after 2000, 2005 probably wouldn't even know what that is unless they happen to see a movie that has something like that in it. Oh yeah, the joys of getting old. Boy, I would love to find a 1/6 scale version of this helicopter and make a really bitchin' diorama with the helicopter and like a portion of the front building facade of the Daily Planet and him holding onto the helicopter and after catching it, along with a good Lois 1/6 scale figure in the same outfits worn in the movies. Get a 3D printer and make one. Hey Joey, sand it, paint it. that is on my wish list of future things to get, 3D printers, so I can make three-dimensional props and things to also sell in the store. So how's everybody doing out there? Y'all having a good weekend? Y'all having fun? Y'all chilling? Relaxing? Okay. Check, check, check. Check mic. Um, Joey says, about to play some games. Why are you editing this? Is it for a vlog? Well, in a way, yes. It's going to be for vlogs, lives, shorts, you name it. So, yeah. For now, I'm just getting screenshots that I need for some of the videos that I'm working on, and then we're going to be clipping out some audio clips as well that I'm going to need for some future projects. And soon all will be revealed. Oh, yeah. Man, these flying effects still just as awesome today as they were back then. This is groundbreaking stuff, you know? And the classic burglar scene. I still haven't watched this. You haven't seen Superman the movie? Boy, are you in for a treat. Ultimate classic. What's it about? It's about Superman. It's Superman's origin story, basically, about how he came to Earth from Krypton. You saw the new one? You mean the one that just came out? Was it either this year or last year? Not me. I have no interest in what looks to me like a real piece of crap. I wasn't even sure if I would have liked Man of Steel, but surprisingly, I really have more love for that movie than hate. It's got its issues, but I like that different version. I like having something that's good that is also like an alternate version of Superman from a completely different universe that is in no way connected to the Richard Donnerverse. But the new one, I just can't get past like the look, the costume, like something about that guy's face. Not that he's ugly, and I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy in real life, but for Superman, like I just feel like they could have found someone better. The costume is just crap. I just can't get past it, you know? Like yeah, I don't know. All right, so here is one of the locations that I know I did visit when I did visit New York when I went to go bury my grandmother with my mom. So I'll be making a video and at some point showing those photos. So yeah, um, and what I thought was a looks like a E or a G, but I think that's supposed to be the number, the first number of the address of whatever this building is. I like the costume looks of the new one. Ugh. I like this costume, and I like the Man of Steel costume. Superman Returns. Ugh. I mean, I like the 3DS and all, but they made it like this big, you know? If anything, the symbol, the bigger it is, the better it looks, but the smaller it looks, it's just whatever. But the new costume, like, it's just too simple. It's just basically the diamond and then a big red cross going. Uh, it doesn't look like an S. You know what I mean? It's just me. Mm. I like the costume. Looks very 40s. Again, I guess I take it you're talking about the new one. Man of Steel costume I didn't like as much, but I liked Cavill. So we're opposites. I like the Man of Steel suit. You like the new Superman suit. As long as many, are just disappointed they just didn't take their time with it and make a proper trilogy of just Man of Steel before jumping into trying to expand the universe and whatever. Zod was annoying too? Wow, I didn't think so. I thought he was perfectly cast as Jarrell. I will find him. I will find him. You think your son is safe? I will find him. You might also recognize him from playing a small part in Groundhog Day. Shut up. Here we go. What about Mustache? Cavill in Justice League. You know, to this day, I've not seen that movie like from beginning to end. I don't think I've seen clips of it, but again, I don't know. I just don't have a yearning to see that, from beginning to end. But yes, as for the clips that I have seen, yeah, the mustache thing, yeah, of course it looked like crap. Another thing I would like to do is get one of those machines that you can make patches with and be able to make replicas of the Metropolis Police badge patches. So you can make your own screen accurate Superman police officer costume. They had to CGI it out. Yeah, it didn't. They didn't do a very good job, and it was even funnier seeing people on YouTube redo the scene and make it look better than the studio could make it look using just software in their computer. One of the greatest scenes in this movie is him rescuing Air Force One. Even though people point out, um, it's not called Air Force One unless the president is on board, and the pilot makes it a point to say, the president's on board. This is Air Force One. So, kind of redundant. Like, yeah, that's what Air Force One is. Oh, this real. Wait, what? Non. Um, eh, Now look, the post, it flies. Look, Ma, no wires. Metropolis Times, Blue Bomb buzzes Metropolis. The Daily Planet. What's underneath that cape of his? Batteries? Move! Get on that story! Okay, alright, y'alls. Time to take a quick little wee break, and then we'll be back with our continued editing as well as weight loss update. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned. I'll be right back. We're back. Did you miss me? Nope. I didn't think so. Back at it again. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. All right. Gothic King Cobra has arrived. Internet broken. There seems to be a female. I think you might be watching the wrong stream. Oh boy. Boy, boy, boy. I have just got some amazing news. You want to know what that is? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? That's what it is. Yakov Petrovich going live at 9 for your entertainment pleasure. That's right. So be sure to subscribe to Yakov Petrovich for more incredible live streams. Way more incredible than my live streams. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's not it. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, wrong one. All right. What do we got? What do we got? All right. I think that's a good one. Let's see what we got in our folder. Character intro still. QRS. Good. Good, good, good. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. How about some chill music? The Echoing Veil. Joey says, did Lois Lane have bazookas in this movie? No. Not really, I don't think. Shit. Thanks for chilling with me this Saturday evening. You can ask me anything you want. Interact. Share your thoughts, your dreams, your desires. Ain't nobody here to judge. You know, looking at this shot right here, it wouldn't have done this costume harm if we made that cape just a little bit longer to go past the knees. Compared to the Man of Steel suit, the one thing I can't stand about it is the fact that that cape literally hits the floor. And it just gives me such anxiety, that cape easily getting dirt and grime on it, or him being able to easily, whether as an actor or as a super being, to easily trip over that cape. That was a bit ridiculous. I don't like it. One of my most prized possessions in toys was the Kenner Superpowers Superman toy that I remember losing and freaking out over, so my mom was kind enough to buy me another one. And I do have another one somewhere in a box, but I'd like to find a better version of it. A higher quality version of it. Carrie says, I made it home. Hooray! What time are you streaming? Soup 2. Probably around 8 my time. Alright. I think that gives us plenty of time here then. I think that's a good one. Oops. Yep, 2 hours. If I even go that long, I'm not sure. And I do have a proper Superman Hot Toys head sculpt. I just need to find a better body and costume for it without paying too much money, hopefully. But something that will become another future video is I'm going to do detailed reviews of all of my figures in my collection. So that's going to make for dozens and dozens and dozens of more vlogs. And I'll be doing a short version of it and a long form version of it. And then maybe for a live, I don't know how that would work logistically or if that would even be a thing, where I could do, maybe not necessarily review, but like showing every single piece that I have, but who knows how long that would take. I don't know. Oh, what's happening? Nothing is happening. All right. Alright, what do we got going on here? Let's check it out. Alright, we got another subscriber. Hello, new subscriber. Thanks for joining the show and joining the channel. You came to the right place. And to the 7 watchers and the 4 likes. Really appreciate it. Tell your friends all about it. Share the madness. Just one away from a good 250, which is a quarter of 1,000 and half of 500. Oh, I can't wait to finish what I'm working on. I love those projects where I'm surprised even myself, like, wow, that came out as good, if not better than I thought. Or like, I knew what it would be in my head, but then to actually see it in fruition after rendering something out and just being like, wow, this is mine? I can use this? Which those are great when they happen, because so often than not, with a lot of us video and image creators, usually more often than not, it doesn't meet our expectations or even a little bit lower. It's just so much bigger in our minds sometimes, and we can get it as close to that as we can, but you know, you can only go so far sometimes. So, but it's a learning process. As here in real time, I'm, figuring out the different types of lives that I could do, and figuring out what my format is or is going to be, But I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to put stuff out there and just try stuff, because I got nothing to lose, is the way I look at it. And that, I've kind of figured out and learned that you don't always have to have everything be so perfect and always strive for perfection or be so picky. And of course, that's what's great about a edited vlog. You have all the time in the world to tweak it and make it as perfect as possible, unlike a live where anything can happen and it's all happening in real time and can't edit out mistakes or whatever it is, and it's more impromptu and obviously unscripted, so you never know what might happen. Or even worse, when technical issues come up and unexpected things, like has happened a little bit here and there over the past few lives, but it's all a learning experience. And again, I'm not afraid to fail. You gotta fail before you can succeed sometimes. And not have an ego over if things don't work out 100%. A failure is better than no attempt at all and having nothing and just dreaming about it in your head. So any dream you have, any goal, just go for it. You're gonna fail, and if you know that going in, get excited, get the failures out of the way. Fail as many times as you can, as quick as you can, so you can get to that success. Nothing wrong with failing. What do y'all think of the S-curl on the hair? I think it's works perfectly here, but I don't know about any current or future versions. Hey Vic, S-curve? Yeah, in his hair. Cobra says, did you know Yakov was named in 3 court cases regarding the ill treatment of horses? No, I'll have to ask him about that. And snow dogs. Howdy, Vic, says Lantern. Joey says he knew that. Reeves was a great Superman. And a great man overall. But it's because of him that I'll never ride motorcycles or horses or do anything that could put me at risk of breaking my neck and being disabled for life. The Statue of Liberty, that is a location that I definitely have been to and have photos when I was a kid. So that's a confirmed Superman visited movie location. And again in the early 2000s. Joey says Brandon Routh is the best Superman. Are you trolling now? Come on. That costume in Returns was just crap. Too dark and the S was too small. And they overdid it with the S's on the shoes, on the belt. Ugh. I didn't mind that movie. I mean, it's okay. For me, the only good thing about it is there's having lots of usable footage that I'm going to be using for my future fan edits. It wasn't good though. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a movie that is frustrating because it's a movie that could have been good if they did things more right than wrong. Vic says, Henry Cavill was a good Superman. Oh yeah. I wish they just would have made more sequels. Man of Steel sequels. One day I want to get a 1/6 scale Man of Steel figure. And Jor-El and the other characters. The beginning because the sets felt like a comic, but then it just fell flat. In more ways than one. One of these days, I'll be doing a detailed rant and review of Superman Returns for sure. And Vic says, I wanted a standalone Affleck Batman movie. I'm pretty sure that would have been good too. Even though I'm not a huge Batman fan. It's a good one. Ooh. 4. You know, and I just kind of recently thought about it the other day, kind of thinking, why is it that I am not so enamored by Batman anymore? I think it's Michael Keaton's fault. Because I do remember, as a kid, liking the Michael Keaton Batman movies. But then I think what kind of turned me off was that's when I really first started noticing the whole doing a bunch of sequels, but hiring and doing it with different actors playing the same role, sequel after sequel. So I kind of wonder, in an alternate universe, if Michael Keaton completed all the other Batman movies, if things would be different, and I would be still a major fan of Batman. The new Supergirl looks pretty good, and Momoa is finally playing Lobo. Yeah, I never got into anything beyond the Man of Steel. None of the TV shows or movies or standalone movies. I don't read any of the comics, cartoon shows, nothing. But I do have love for the original Supergirl movie, even though that movie's crap, but you know, I have a love for it. Carrie says, I want to wish everyone a happy Easter weekend. I'm looking forward to church tomorrow. Praise the Lord. All right. And I haven't looked in a while, but I was disappointed that they never made a really good Man of Steel video game. I'd love to play a video game and get to play as the Man of Steel version of Superman. I do have the Superman Returns Xbox game, so... And I don't think I've ever played that game all the way through to completion. So, you know what? That might become another future gaming stream. As I have plenty of games to do streams for. Superman 64 was god-awful. Oh yeah, for sure. And for those of you who don't know, I make and sell replica posters of this front page cover of this and all the Daily Planet covers from the Superman movies. Soon I'll be making them also for the Man of Steel newspapers, maybe Superman Returns, I'm not sure. Hey, Crackpot is here. He says, have fun storming the castle. Do you have the 2600 version of Superman where you walk into a phone booth and take off in your square cape? No. DC Heroes Online was as close to a Superman game you can get. Online? I don't like online games. Ugh. You know what was good? That Superman arcade game. I'm pretty sure there were several, and I haven't played any of them. And again, it's a shame I'm not into Batman, because I'm pretty sure there are endless Batman games out there, of course, so, yeah. Mr. Lantern says, howdy, Crackpot. Oh, duh, of course. You're not going live, Lantern. It's not... You go live Thursdays and Friday nights. I swear I'm gonna commit all of everyone else's schedule streams. I almost got it. You know, Then the next week or so, it'll all be up here. Mr. Lantern likes the Flash. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with how fast he talks. I wish I could do that. Like, how does he do that? The way he, like, oh man, I wish I could do that. I can't even imitate it. Swear on hair and foil ball, y'all. Sure. But yeah, my dream house would be, my office space would be designed like the Daily Planet, designed after Perry's office. The kitchen dining area, modeled after the Cafe 80s from Back to the Future. And then the living room would probably look like the McFly house living room, and then, stuff like that. Each room a replica set of one of my favorite movies. Because again, it's all about live the movies. Did I watch the Superman animated series in the 90s? No. The only cartoon I remember watching... I did watch the Batman animated show. Again, when I was still somewhat into Batman and also X-Men. Lantern says, "Get in here, Seamus." Too Tall Rob, Big Money Mike, what's up? I was just talking about how I really want to live the movies, and if I ever get my a large enough place of with enough room to make each room a replica set for my favorite movies. My office would be Perry's office. The kitchen dining area would be the Cafe 80s or Lou's Cafe from Back to the Future. The living room would be the living room from the McFly house. The kitchen, probably again, the McFly house. I just think that'd be super, super fun. Get a studio and just build walls. That is definitely a thought. Who knows? We shall see. That's why Too Tall Rob is going to help me build some ultimate wealth so we can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Crackpot says, "I'd like to build wealth with Mr. Rob." Well, join the Discord where I have a wealth building thread, and you can join in all that hot action. Vic says, "Do I own any movie props?" Well, yeah, I make and sell them. Chucky props, props from The Fugitive, Jurassic Park, RoboCop, Total Recall, The Fly, Superman, The Terminator. But as far as, well, those are real. Well, I mean, define real. They're all replicas. But nothing screen used, of course, if that's what you mean by real. But I do have the clock that you see on Marty's, in Marty's bedroom in Back to the Future, along with the JVC camcorder. I have two of them, and at some point, I'm thinking about selling one of them. And Discord is free. Pay to play. You gotta pay Mike 5% of your monthly income to join. Vic says, "I have a screen-used stunt gun from Last Crusade and a campaign button from First X-Men." Nice. But believe me, that is definitely on my wish list. Are various screen-used items from my favorite movies. And of course, which will also then become future vlogs, reviewing those screen-used items. Depends on what and where I find. Crackpot says, sounds good. Where's your Discord? Sorry. Very dumb. All the links to all my social media accounts are in the description box. Oh, crap. Okay. And then, of course, if I ever am able to get a property large enough that has a garage, nothing better than a nice DeLorean time machine sitting in that garage along with Marty's truck. So I can drive and live the movies. Alright, that's a good one. CK2. Yeah. That's another good one. Oh, K3. Okay, I'm checking again. I definitely have all my links, including the Discord link, in the description box. There it is, right there. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. Mike, what do you think of the first Conan the Barbarian? Not into Conan, so I haven't really seen it. Okay. Hang on a second. So, I'm just checking again, just to show you on my end, again, in the description box, I see all my links right here at the bottom. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Discord. I wonder why you're not able to see it. So, I don't know. I'm also helping you with stocks to spite Zach so we could buy an A-Class massive RV with subwoofers and put flame decals on it. Crackpot says I can't wait for the RV launch. Vic, is that Skyrim music playing? No, it's the the Echoing Veil YouTube channel that plays this kind of music 24/7. If Mike gets an RV, he can come visit Missouri. Oh yeah. I've tried the links for the social media, but none of them work. So you know, Mike. Alright, let me try it. I'm gonna click on the Facebook one. Took me right there. Click on the Instagram one. Oh. It says that page isn't available. What do you mean? I'll have to figure that out later. Ugh. Where'd you go? The TikTok one works. Eh. Yeah, the URLs got cut off. I'll have to check it out. It might be the Skyrim. Oh, yeah, duh, it says 24/7 Skyrim ambience and music. So there you go. All right. Now we're what the heck? Yeah. Welcome, Jenny. It's Jen, y'all. Now it's a party. Heck yeah, it is. Everyone loves Jen. How you doing, Jen? Woohoo! Party time. Howdy, D-Man. Howdy, Jenny to ya. And Amanda Love. What y'all doing up in this biatch? I don't know. Howdy, Lantern. Hello, Mr. D-Man. Alright. Back at it again. CK4. Jen says she's been dying today. Oh no, why? Hello, all you fine people. Dying dim Eigs. Oh, okay. Alright, we got more people that have joined the party. We got 1 new subscriber and 6 likes and 13 watchers. Nice. Now we're getting eggs up in her. For Easter, I take it? Oh yeah. D-Man says hi, Carrie. And Amanda has some hatching eggs. Some little hatchlets. Alright. Ha ha ha, eggs. No crap up. Just hung out as acquaintances. Alright. So we are making mega progress. Just doing that thing. I don't get the Discord thing because I went to the settings where you can make it to where your join link can be permanent, and I selected that. I guess it's not so permanent even when you select permanent. Ugh. Jen, you best give me some of them deviled eggs, y'all. Crackpot says, yeah, but for fears, those dates, so you guys went on dates? Carrie says he never tried to make a move on me besides hugging me. TTR says he was just trying to measure with his arms. We did hang out a few times. CK5. Fantastic set builds. Let's see. Till I had enough of his behavior and anger problems, hanging out for fears, our dates, and dang it. Valerie Perrine, rest in peace. Suit 5. So let's like and sub it up, folks. For any new viewers out there, welcome to the show. Welcome to the live stream. We're live right now. So jump in the chat and interact with me and all the other players. And I want to welcome you to Hollywood Toys, the only place where you can live the movies. I am your host, Magic Mike, and welcome to my channel, where I do travel and entertainment vlogs, covering theme parks, comic and horror cons, movies, celebrities, action figures, and more. And I also have some pretty cool action figure and movie merch as well, so be sure to subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that notification bell so that you won't miss out on any future videos, lives, or new product releases. And be sure to check out my amazing back catalog of amazing Hollywood Toys videos as well. It's a riot to be had. Alright, we're almost done with the image capturing from Superman the movie. Mr. Luthor? Mr. Luthor? I'm sorry. Otisburg. Otisburg? Carrie says, thousands of videos later, here we are. That's the... And then... That's been a good 10. Yep. Carrie's glad to be a YouTuber. Me too. Vic says, man, everyone in that movie is dead now. Yeah, I know. Well, almost everybody. We still have some people left. We still have Jack O'Halloran, Mark McClure, and Sarah Douglas. So not all is lost. Right. When is church stream? Hey, Bukaki! In the Heezy! Wow, they made Christopher Reeve could walk. Great CGI. What's next? Stephen Hawking coming back from the dead running a marathon? Have you not seen those videos of him running from the police? Those are hilarious. And him on the skateboard ramp. Him in wrestling matches. Yeah, Stephen Hawking on the half-pipe's my fave. He's back on the attack, Jack. Vic says, Richard Donner made so many classics. This, Goonies, and Lethal Weapon. And he's gone, along with his co-writer, Tom Mankiewicz. So much for having the chance to meet him or meet those guys. Suit 6. Oh, I don't know. Suit 7. Suit 7. Well, that's interesting. We went from 6 and then up to 12 and then back down to 7 watchers. And now lost another watcher. Thanks for stopping by. But we made it. It's the 250 subscriber special, y'all. We've made it to 250. Donners. Oh, lo there, Esquire Lantern. Vic went to a screening of the Richard Donner cut, and he did an interview. It was awesome. Oh, lucky you. Carrie says, congrats on 250, and D-Man says, congrats. Thank you, guys. Thanks for help making it happen. Jenny Talia is giving me flowers. Thank you. They say once you pass the 250 mark, you become unstoppable. I'm pretty sure those are just encouraging words, but I appreciate every one of those words. So thank you very much. 250 or not, I'm already unstoppable. The only thing that could stop me now is death. Thank you, Vic Rules. We're at 250,000. Looks like these extra lives will pay off, or is paying off. But I can't wait to catch up on all this crap so I can start pumping out more vlogs too and become the future second best vlog master. Because once I'm done with what I'm doing, man, it'll just be non-stop content coming your way constantly. And never getting behind or hardly getting behind hardly ever again. But I probably spoke too soon, because I'm pretty sure between now and Monday, 3 subscribers will leave. Because every time that happens, for every new subscriber I get, 2 leave. Then I get a new subscriber, 2 leave. Or I get 4 subscribers, 2 leave. So, you know. But at least we could say at some point, documented for all history, on this day, April 4th, 2025, on Carrie's birthday, I hit 250 subscribers. Now, if we could just add another 0 to the end of that, that would be cool. But thank you for the what do we got now? Still at 250 subscribers and 6 likes and 8 watchers. Thank you very much. Vic says, Mike, I don't know if you heard of Last of the Seekers, but my friend Pat does his own version of Transformers. He put out toys and comics. Oh, wow. I haven't heard of Last of the Seekers. He put out toys and comics. That's awesome. Oops. Don't bother, I think it's dead, Miss Lane. Alright? D-Man says, wow, Lantern, you got the crown. You see what happens with perseverance and hard work, Mr. Lantern? You will earn that crown, and you did. Vic says he's a local in Sarasota. His company is Riot Press. He does the Florida cons down there. I'll have to keep that in mind next time I go to a con. Yes, we did, y'all. Better give it back, Lantern. I'm taking it. My crown is lit, y'all. Congratulations, Lantern. Enjoy it while you can. And maybe you'll keep your crown if you stop kicking people off a panel. That's no good. Next crown for me and Eddie M. Who's Eddie M? Eddie Murphy? And what's Dave McFly doing in this movie anyways? He's going to be late for Burger King. All right now, Vic. And I also can't wait to catch up so we can get back to those gaming streams and pick back up where we left off on San Andreas. And be doing it the proper way, through the computer, and not through the phone. And we could have even more fun with that. Joey says, I miss the gaming. Yeah, me too. I still can't believe I deleted the latest gaming stream that we did do. Ugh. Only I could get that back. Alright, so we're done capturing the images. Now I just need to capture audio, but I don't want it to be too boring or too repetitive, so I could always do that later, because now we gotta do, no surprise, Man of Steel, as we need to capture some images and video, or some audio from that movie. Howdy, Amanda Love. Vic says, you played San Andreas through your phone? How was that interface? No, I didn't play it on my phone. I used my phone to capture my TV screen playing the game. But my good friend Rob said he's going to help me figure out how to do it through the computer and through OBS so I could do a proper screen capture. So, yeah. Yeah. Of course, we got, well, okay. And I love the music score for this movie too, so. sure would have loved to have them. I sure would have loved to be able to have seen Russell Crowe come back as Jor-El too. You know. And just need to. Dang. Huh. I should just about do it. Kevin Costner, another brilliant actor. He looks and sounds a lot like Peter Coyote, I think that's his name, from E.T. Sound very similar and look very similar. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in fact related.
You're hemorrhaging internally.
Hold on a second. He has X-ray vision. Why did he have to unbutton her shirt and peel it away to look, you know? It would have made more sense if he looked with his X-ray vision before unbuttoning anything and looking at it and saying, "You're hemorrhaging internally. I need to fix this bleed," and then start to unbutton whatever. And it's like, "This is why I'm unbuttoning you. Like, you're bleeding internally. I need to do something about it." And then in turn would require him to.
You're hemorrhaging internally. And if I don't cauterize this bleed,
Logan.
I can do things that other people can't. Hold my hand. This is gonna hurt.
see Romper Stopper, Russell Crowe? No. Never even heard of that.
If only Lara could have witnessed this. Who are you? I am your father, Cal. Or at least a shadow of him. His consciousness. My name was Jor-El. And Cal? That's my name.
Can Superman see through a lead vest? According to the comics, he can't see through lead anything. Shirt. There.
If only Lara could have witnessed this. Who are you? I am your father, Cal. Or at least a shadow of him. His consciousness. Or at least a shadow of him. His consciousness. Lara could have witnessed this. Who are you? I am your father, Cal. Who are you?
That doesn't seem like that's anything.
Who are you? I am your father, Cal.
All right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. All right. It's me, your favorite, Mr. Magic Mike, with another magical stream. Doing my thing, as you could see right now. Joey says, have you accept fear sorry yet? I guess you didn't see that live stream that I did where, yes, I did. And I also apologized to him. So, yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I am your father, Cal. Or at least a shadow of him.
All right, one clip. Getting started. Come on. Lower it just a little bit. Come on. Get it. There we go. All right.
Who are you?
There we go. Try again.
Who are you?
There we go. All right. Render. Who are you? Who are you? Who could you possibly be? And why is this taking so long to render out as a simple MP3? Mr. Lantern says, howdy, Edward Strattonal K2Z. What the heck, y'all? This is literally a 2-second audio clip, and usually it boom. It says remaining 1 minute 23 seconds left. That is highly unusual. Oh, come on. I don't have time for this bull crap. Carrie also says, hi, Edward, welcome. MacBot says, need more CUDA cores, Mikey. What are CUDA cores? Oh my goodness. Why? 44 seconds left. Look, I'm on YouTube, y'all. For real. Three seconds left. I'm just perfluxled. And there it is for a measly 132 megabytes. Link. Oh, crap. Well, that explains it. It rendered the whole movie. You idiot. I knew it had to be something. Oh. Boy, I'm such a moron sometimes. Well, I'm glad I figured that out now instead of clip after clip thinking there's an issue with the computer or some setting somewhere. But yeah, we want to replace. And then there it is. Done. Oh, boy. See what I'm talking about? Crap like this that just, yeah. Okay. Let's move on, shall we? There we go.
Or at least a shadow of him. His consciousness. My name.
Not a moron, my friend. Sometimes.
And Cal?
Sometimes those moronic actions lead to happy accidents, though.
That's my name. Cal L.
All right, so since I think most everybody is here, before I forget, The other thing that I wanted to talk about on this stream is weight loss update. Yeah. And so, um, Saturdays is weigh-in day. And the last time I weighed myself, I hit the 120s for the first time in my life since my early 20s at 129.8 ounces. And I've been on a... Hey, yo, Queers Man! I've been on a consistent downward path since, I think, January 10th, where every week that I've been weighing myself, I've been going down in weight since I completely cut sugar. I even got a new weight scale to make sure that I'm staying accurate with, the weight. What's up, Queers Man? And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, just waiting and knowing there would come that week where that streak would just inevitably come to a stop. Well, my friends, that week has finally arrived, as today I gained 2 more ounces back, so I'm at exactly 130 pounds. And the gut size, still the same, 33 and 1/4 inch. Yeah, 2 ounces. Might want to switch to light beer, or no beer at all. I don't drink beer. And so, yeah, I knew the day would come. But again, of course, I'm not going to give up or be like, oh crap, I've gained a little bit back. I've got to stop now. Queers Man is like, that's a sip of water. And I woke up starving because I didn't eat any late night snacks last night because I wanted to get as accurate of a reading this morning as possible. I waited like an hour, a couple hours before I had to take a crap so I could get all the weight out of me that I could, or so I didn't eat or drink anything until I was able to do that so I could weigh myself. And, it is what it is. So, but at least it's only 2 ounces. It's not like it was a pound or 2 pounds. So it's, not that big of a deal. NGL, you toss those glasses, the Punisher. No pepperoni sticks after 6. Probably. Because I was late night snacking. So I don't know if that's my body's way of still trying to get over the fact that I've completely cut sugar. But here we are. So, and I'm pretty sure the metabolism has slowed down again. So you know what? This week, I am not going to worry about being restrictive. Anytime I'm hungry, I'm just going to eat. I'm going to go all balls to the wall. I might even buy some peanut butter and granola bars again, because maybe I do need some sugar to kind of help reactivate and re-wake up the metabolism. Not to mention, it'll be just good to have something again different for a change. And since this has been the longest streak of my life of not eating anything with sugar in it, the good thing about that is at least I know now through experience that if I want to, I can completely cut out the sugar and not have to eat sugar again for a while. But again, and not that I've been missing it or craving it either, but just, for a different change of pace, start eating the peanut butter and the granola bars again. Not just that, but along with all of my other stuff, and just see what happens, and not to mention the stress of trying to obsess over, oh, I gotta be lower this week. I gotta be lower this week. Sometimes it helps to give the mind and the body a break and say, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it or care about it for the next week or two, and just eat whatever I want, whenever I want for a little while, and maybe hopefully re-wake up the metabolism. So even if I gain back a pound or two and get back up to 132, 133, then after that week or 2 or 3 at the most, then I can cut out the sugar again and then see if I could start another weight loss streak, a week after week after week, and then get back not only get back down to the 120s, but keep going down and get to 128, 127, 126, 125. So that's where we're at. That's where I'm at now. So it's all experimental, but still good that at my highest, I know I was at least in the 160s. So to go from 160 down to 130, even 135, that's still a 30-pound weight loss, whether I continue to lose or not. So I always try to keep that in perspective, and that's still a very, very good thing. And I can only hope to the Lord that I'll never see the 140s again, at the very least, because a few years ago I did get all the way down to 135, but I didn't cut soda completely by that point yet, and therefore I gained back up to 158 from 135, and then for the last time I said never again am I going to get this high again, and then started dropping down, and ever since I've not seen the 150s since I got back out of the 150s. So hopefully we could keep it that way and stay out of the 140s as well, and not see the 140s ever again, please. Yes. So that is what it is. So thanks for all the support, and thanks for joining me on this journey as I'm going to continue to keep everyone posted on everything I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And, it's not over. It's not over until I die. I will not ever give up. I don't know how to fail. So we're going to keep going at it. You cannot break me. You cannot break me. We will get rid of you once and for all, no matter what it takes. It's just time. Time is the killer here, Zero fall, my dude. Carrie says, you'll get there one day. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate all your support. Thanks for being such an awesome friend. I'm so glad we met.
That's what this symbol means. The symbol of the House of El means hope.
Okay. Dank jams. Heck yeah. Nope. All right. Mike, do you do any strength training? Muscles can help burn that fat away. Yeah, I know it's one of those things that I do need to do, and at some point I will do it. Once I get more caught up on things, and might even do live streams out of it. So who knows? That and some push-ups and other things here and there. I also haven't been walking in a while because I'm just so desperately behind on things that I'm trying to catch up on. So we shall see. You don't get out of the chair, you don't walk. Of course, I mean, I walked to the bathroom, to the fridge to get food, to go to the car, drive around, run errands. So, I mean, I haven't had a chance in a while to get up and just go for a walk for like 30 minutes to an hour, which I did for the first month or so of this year when I started going down, down, down. So, because from what it seems, you were losing a lot of muscle being so low in weight. I don't know. Like I said, I've been this low before, and it just goes up and down. D-Man says, Carrie, you should re-upload the hypnosis video. I have not seen that. Alright, that's not gonna... You just need to be active. It's not about walks. Just get out there and Eye of the Tiger it like that movie in the States. Yes, I'm 5'10". Vic says, so many places to explore in Florida. I mean, yeah, it's one of the largest states in the U.S., so yeah. Queersman says, I was about the same size as you when I was 12. Oh, so I take it you're 5'10" too then? Oh, cool. Is Mike from Florida? That's right, y'all. Originally from New Jersey. Carrie says, sorry, D-Man, no. Joey says, get over 200 pounds. No, that's alright. I'm good. Trying to lose, not gain. There's Mr. Lantern again. My crown will always be lit, he says. It was a good video, Carrie, D-Man says. Lantern says, no one won't get my #1 crown. Vic says, Mike, you ever been to the Quick Stop in Leonardo? That's a yearly stop for me. Do you mean in New Jersey, the Quick Stop from the movie? I have not. No, yeah. What is my target weight? Ain't that the question? I have no idea. Whatever weight it's going to take to get to completely get rid of my gut that I've gained since my early 20s. And I don't remember what my usual weight was before I gained the gut. It could have been in the 110s for all I know, or low 120s. I don't know. So, yeah. Carrie says there's 3 different ones, I think. The clean one is still on the MG videos. Clerks, yeah. No, I haven't been there. But certainly another bucket list location.
I figured if I turned over enough stones, you'd eventually find me. Where are you from?
What is my favorite Florida-based gas station? I don't have a favorite. I just go to whichever one has the cheapest gas that day or that week. So I just kind of bounce all over to all of them, pretty much. Mr. Lantern says, my crown is permanent. Everyone has a favorite, except me. Hey, Peepee Stia? Who said Jersey? I said Jersey. I used to live in New Jersey. Vic says Wawa is definitely better than Quick Check. Maybe. Let's hear your Charmander. What's a Charmander?
Where are you from? What are you doing here? Let me tell your story.
What? If I don't want my
Sheets
story
has those
told?
Jack in the
It's going
Box
to come out
style
eventually.
tacos.
Somebody's going to get a photograph or figure out where you live.
Well, then I'll just disappear again.
The only way you could disappear for good is to stop helping people altogether, and I sense that's not an option for you.
You know what's up,
My
Mike.
father believed that if the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me out of fear.
I'm tired of safe.
Ugh. So, yep, it's going to be a pig out week for me this week, for sure. And I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. Indulges into what is otherwise my banned food items list. Another sweet favorite of mine is strawberry Pop-Tarts. I might even do a box of chocolate donuts. Might even do some M&Ms later. It's been too long. Need to go pizza bowls, my dude. Canes Avenue. Or Pizza Bowlies. Entenmann's Chocolate Donuts. That is right. Let's get a stream of it. Of you at the store getting snacks. Really? We just may do that. That's a good idea because I'm going to the store tomorrow, y'alls. What's my feeling on Taylor Ham? Don't know who that is. That's my feelings on it. Haw Hawks. Our boy knows Camden. Don't know who that is. Taylor Ham, egg and cheese. How long you been away from Jersey? Oh, I moved out of there when I was just a little kid, so yeah. And the only grocery store I remember is A&P, and haven't seen or heard of any since moving to Florida. A&P, hell yeah. If they even are still around. Companies are changing nowadays every 5 years so fast it makes your head spin. Or a store chain that's still the same company, but they change the name every 3 or 4 years. From Cash and Carry to Sweet Bay to Winn-Dixie to Food Lion. The only ones that have been constant that I'm aware of is Publix. Publix has always been Publix, and Target has always been Target, and Walmart has always been Walmart. Joey says, I had a chopped cheese today. Vic says, there's ShopRites down in Florida still. Food Town. Along with a few quick stops down here as well. Uh,
What?
It's nothing.
When you were a baby, I used to lay by your crib at night, listening to you breathe. It was hard for you. You struggled, and I worried all the time.
You were worried the truth would come out.
No. The truth about you is beautiful. We saw that.
uh, and what a good-looking guy that Henry Cavill. Anyone out there remember Farmore? I miss Farmore. Are you near Fears? I don't really know, but I think he lives in St. Cloud or somewhere around there, so no. No, if not. You remember Farm Fresh? It sounds familiar, but I don't remember. So yeah, there was stores back in the day. There was Scotty's Hardware. Who remembers that? Uh, Eckerd's Drugstore, the Wow Store, McCrory's. A couple of dollar theaters here and there. Do they even exist anymore? Yeah, I think I'm gonna get me some M&Ms later. What the F is a dollar theater? Well, basically, theaters that would cost $1 to go see a movie, but they would get movies that already played at the main theaters. So you pay $1, but you're seeing them a bit later than if you than going to a regular movie theater. Get the fudge M&Ms. Nah, I just like the plain ones. I might get some Reese's cups along with some M&Ms. Who knows? Peanut M&Ms are delicious. Nah, I'm a Reese's Pieces kind of guy myself. Mr. Lantern says, "It's glued to my head, y'all. He's back with the #1 crown." And Carrie also likes the peanut butter M&Ms. Reese's is the best. Oh yeah. Peanut Snicker ice cream bars. Oh. Reese's M&Ms. There's no such thing. That's like saying a McDonald's Whopper. I want to get me one of those. Or some Ruffles cheese puffs. How about that? Let's see. Lantern has been crazy since he ate the big arch.
That ship that appeared last night? The one they're looking for. That ship that appeared last.
Hope you all are enjoying the streams, y'alls. Like and sub up the stream, y'alls. Thanks for everybody for helping me get to 250 subscribers and 6 likes and 7 watchers. Yep. So it is true, Lantern, that you went crazy since you ate the big arch. I hope it was worth it. And that ridiculously long cape, it drives me crazy. Just one step away from being an otherwise super badass costume.
I'm surrendering to mankind. There's a difference.
You let them handcuff you?
Wouldn't be much of a surrender if I resisted. And if it makes them feel more secure, then all the better for it.
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
We might.
I'm surrendering to mankind. There's a difference.
All right, I think we have one. Here we go.
I'm surrendering to mankind. There's a difference.
You let them handcuff you?
Wouldn't be much.
Did I miss a scene? What the heck is going on?
It is odd.
I'm surrendering to mankind.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Boop. Boopity boop boop boo. Finally. All right.
My name is Dr.
Emil Hamilton. I know. I can see your ID tag in your breast pocket.
Yep.
I'm surrendering to mankind. There's a difference.
Okay. Carrie says, I'll take the number 2 crown. Well, there you go.
I'm surrendering to mankind.
Let's see if that'll help. Oop.
I'm surrendering to mankind. There's a difference.
Much better. All right.
On my world, it means hope. Let's put our cards on the table here, General.
You're scared of me because you can't control me. You don't. And you never will. But that doesn't mean I'm your enemy.
Then who is? Zod, and give an order to give you over to him.
There we go. There you go.
I'm surrendering to mankind. There's a difference.
You let them handcuff.
Carrie said, I just had some of my leftover pizza. It's so good. Ooh. And you know what? I figured because it's been weeks and weeks and weeks of nothing but awesome progress, I deserve a little treat as a reward for all of my hard work for all the weight that I have lost. So, in honor of that and in honor of Carrie's birthday, I'm going to get some candies, y'all. So I'm going to go do a quick store run, get some candies, and then come back and along with all of y'all and hop on over to the Carrie show at 8, y'all. So, yeah. I want to thank you all for joining me here today. I hope you had a little bit of fun. And I think, let's see how long. Where is it? 2-hour stream ain't too bad. Carrie says probably starting around 8:15. All right, fair enough. So, yeah. So make sure we all subscribe to the Carrie Show for even more spectacular uh, Bible study streams and gaming streams and chat streams, as well as to Yakov Petrovich, so we could check out his live tonight. And we're just chock full of lives tonight, y'alls. And of course, subscribe to Mr. Lantern for even more epic lives and panels from him, as well as Strong Bear 19, as well as The Incredible Impression, and as well as me, Hollywood Toys. Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining me here today. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for encouraging me. Thanks for guiding me, advising me. I love all the advice you guys give me. So yeah. So we're going to end it here. There'll be more like this to come. So I really hope you enjoyed this live stream. And if you did, then please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos and more lives like this one. And leave me some comments. Give it a thumbs up and share the video. You can also follow me on all of my other social media, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. Apparently, I got to fix all the links in the description boxes now. Again, I thought I had it all figured out, but I'm there. Or you could go to those sites directly and look me up, Hollywood Toys with a Z, and you'll see me pop up, and with some more great content and all that good stuff. So in the meantime, get ready to hop over to Carrie Show and then watch Yakov. And then after all that, come back here and check out all of my other amazing Hollywood Toys videos. And to everyone out there watching, this is Magic Mike reminding you to live for your family and friends, live your best life, and live the movies.